Let's talk about the small intestine. You're probably asking yourselves, why is the Cycling Greek talking about the small intestine? Well, if the small intestine isn't working well, then everything just goes to shit.
Take 2.
Or that can lead to inflammatory bowel syndrome, and that in turn can lead to furious and vindictive bowel syndrome.
Take 3.
Things just get tougher. Training, recovery, racing, and often you just don't feel well. Hey cycling community, this is Steve Bruce's the Cycling Greek. To be at our best, everything has to work well. If our small intestine is not working well, then at the very least, we're not absorbing the nutrients that we intended. And we may be feeling a little crappy, excuse the pun. At the very worst, we'll have been in a state of long-term inflammation and we've contracted an autoimmune disease such as lupus, rheumatoid arthritis, Graves, just to name a few. Let's take a look at how a small intestine is supposed to work. Partially broken down food enters the small intestine from the stomach. Various intestinal juices, along with intestinal flora, bacteria, continues to convert the food material into nutrients which are then absorbed by the villi, which are then transferred to the bloodstream through a tightly packed mesh of cells lining the intestines. Let's take a look at when the small intestine has developed leaky gut syndrome. The villi has been damaged, therefore less nutrients are being absorbed. There are spacings between the intestinal wall cells where now undigested food can enter the bloodstream. The body will see this undigested food as invaders and attack it. This will lead to a long-term state of inflammation. It is this state of inflammation that can lead toward autoimmune disease and or allergies. What can contribute to leaky gut syndrome? Eating refined carbohydrates, especially long-term use. That can cause an imbalance in the flora by encouraging the bad bacteria to grow and overtake the good bacteria. Eating processed foods. That can contribute to the imbalance in the flora, but if it contains insufficient fiber, then it can cause the food to stick around a lot longer in the small intestine, thus causing irritability to the intestinal wall. Alcohol. Medications such as antibiotics, which are indiscriminatory, will kill all bacteria. And stress. What leads toward a healthy small intestine? Eating whole and processed foods with predominance in plant-based diet. You hear me saying that a lot in my videos. Replacing refined carbohydrates with complex carbohydrates. No alcohol. I mean, no alcohol. Only taking medications when truly necessary. And elimination of negative stress. Let's say you have leaky gut syndrome and you want to reverse it. What do? You do the things I previously mentioned, and you also do the following suggested. Take probiotics to reintroduce the balance of the flora. And to improve the integrity of the intestinal walls, you take EFAs, essential fatty acids, glutamine, vitamin C, and quercetin. Fun fact, people usually associate vitamin C and oranges. When I peel an orange, I eat the white rind underlayer of the skin. That's where the vitamin Q is stored, the quercetin. The Fetches Mr. Cycling Greek wanted me to let you know that I'm not a doctor nor play one on TV. I hope you enjoyed this video and got something out of it. Remember to eat well and comment, like, subscribe. The Cycling Greek.